Let me ask you something. Why is it that family and friends will walk into your business asking for something free, but they'll go somewhere else, pay double the price, and never complain about it? Just think about that for a while. A stranger supports your business more consistently than the people closest to you sometimes do. And the crazy part is, most people don't realize the same mindset is exactly how they treat their own money. That's why today we're going to talk about one of the most misunderstood concepts from Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. Don't steal the peace, or as I like to call it, don't steal the drink. Welcome back to Banking for Legacy podcast. I'm your host, Nelson Pizarro. And here at Banking for Legacy, we help individuals, families, and business owners build financial strategies using the foundation from the infinite banking concept so that they can create a system designed for long-term legacy. And I'd like to tell you right now, I just don't teach this concept, I physically live it. I'm actually building businesses currently, and I have one right now, which is a coffee shop and wine bar here in San Diego. So I understand the real life pressure of cash flow, overhead, payroll, the government, and trying to grow something meaningful. If you get value from today's episode, make sure you follow, like, and share this podcast because one conversation can completely change the way someone thinks about money. So let's get into it. One of the most famous lines in Becoming Your Own Banker is, don't steal the peace. But honestly, most people who first read the book, once, twice, even 4 times, they don't fully understand what Nelson Nash actually meant in it. People hear the phrase, repeat the phrase, quote the phrase, but they never connect it to real life. So I'm going to break this down in a way that actually makes sense. Right now, let's not call it don't steal the peace. Let's say don't steal your drink. Just because we got the coffee shop and wine bar. Because this hits home for almost everybody. Let's say you own a coffee shop. And every week, your family member or a friend walks in expecting a free drink. Now maybe that drink only costs $1. Most people look at that and think it's only $1. But let's really look at it. If they come in once a week for free, that's $4 a month. That's $48 a year. Real simple. And that's $48 that has to be made up somewhere else. And that's only one person. Now what happens with your staff seeing you do this? What do you think they're going to do eventually? They get comfortable and they'll do the same thing. Now multiply that by multiple family members, multiple friends, multiple products, multiple years, and you can see how it starts adding up. Now you start understanding why small businesses struggle with cash flow. Part of it is marketing, part of it is getting people in the door, but also giving things for free is another big expense. Somebody is always paying for that bill, and it's most likely the owners. And this is the part people miss. I'm not going to say for everybody, but most owners, they're really trying not to be greedy. They want to make a percentage and they make their salary, but also they want to give customers a great service and customer service. The owner is just trying to survive as well, trying to grow, trying to create opportunity, trying to build something for their family or their legacy. And here's the reality. Most family and friends were probably already going to buy that drink somewhere else, either from your business or from another person. And if they went somewhere else, they probably will pay double the price. And if they complain, that it doesn't matter, they still paid for it. But for some reason, when they know the owner, the expectation completely changed. And that mindset should actually be the opposite. A friend or a family member should think, I was already going to spend the money anyway. Why wouldn't I want my friend or family business to succeed? That's true support. When you support a small business, you're not just buying their drinks. You're helping cover the payroll, the rent, keep the lights on, create jobs, the community, the dream, just the legacy of that owner. Now, some people are listening might be thinking, okay, Nelson, what should I actually do when family and friends expect something for free? Simple. Create a system. Because systems remove emotions and create consistency. So here are 3 realistic options. 1, offer them a discount. You can take care of them a little while still protecting the business. 2, at least have them pay your costs. If the drink costs $1, at minimum, the business isn't losing that money. Or 3, you, the owner, personally will pay for it. And this is a big one. If you truly want to bless somebody, that's completely different. But understand this, the business should not silently absorb the loss. You personally make the decision to cover it. That changes the psychology completely because now you're intentionally paying for the drink instead of unknowingly hurting the business cash flow. And honestly, that's exactly what the infinite banking teaches us. Intentionally, purpose, systems, not random financial decisions based on emotions and moments. Because once you create systems around money, everything becomes clear. Now let's connect this back into the infinite banking concept, because that's where the lesson really matters. When Nelson Nash says, don't steal the peace, he's talking about respecting the process of replacing your money properly with interest. Here's what most people do. Let's say you have $5,000 in your savings account and you pulled out that money for a car repair, vacation, emergency, investments, business investment, or business expense. Then over the next 12 months, you save back that $5,000. In your brain, you're saying, perfect, I just replaced it. But you're forgetting a lot of things, like inflation, opportunity costs, which that's a completely different episode, lost growth, and uninterrupted compounding. That money was supposed to continue growing while being used. So instead of only replacing the 5,000, you should train yourself to replace more than you used. For example, just add 10% back onto your money. Now that $5,000 will end up being $5,500 if you just added that 10%. Your system is stronger than before. That's the mind shift that needs to happen. Now let's think like a bank. Banks don't just want their money back, which technically is not their money, but we're going to say banks don't want their money back. They expect interest because banks understand 4 critical aspects: time, risk, inflation, and the value of the money continue growing. But when it comes to our own money, most people don't think that way. We treat ourselves worse than a bank treats us. That's why infinite banking is super powerful, because it trains you to think differently. Instead of asking, how fast can I take my money out? You begin asking, how fast can I recycle my money back into my system stronger than it was before? That's going to change everything you're doing. Most people use money once, then it's completely gone. You buy a car, you get the car, that $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 cash is completely gone. You can't reuse that money. But with the infinite banking concept, you begin to learn how to recycle money through your own system over and over again. That's completely different. This concept is less about policies and more about behavior. Because once you train yourself to think like a bank, you stop stealing from your future. You stop disrupting your own system, and you start building intentional cash flow designed for long-term legacy. If this episode connected with you and you want to learn how to build your own financial system using this foundation, just reach out to me directly. Whether you're an individual, family, or business owner, we can help build a strategy centered around your cash flow, liquidity, protection, and long-term legacy. If you got value from today's episode, don't forget to follow, like, and share this podcast with somebody who needs to hear it. Because one conversation can completely change the financial future of your family forever. Again, I'm Nelson Pizarro. This is Banking for Legacy Podcast. And it's your money, your bank, and your legacy. Thank you.